What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be ranking all of the new moments of the month cards from worst to best in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. So lads, this is all my opinion, and there are a couple of cards that really are not are kind of like my preference more than anything, that I just really like, whereas I know some people aren't going to really like them, but a lot of these cards are very decent. Like, as in, there are two genuine bums, and there are two really good cards. Everyone else is in the pretty good category. So, if you guys want to move these guys around, that is perfectly fine, because I think there are two actual, complete scrubs that are worthless, and then I think there are two cards that I think you should, actively go and try get. Everyone else, I'm actually pleasantly surprised at most of the other guys. But anyway, now let's get on to it. At 21, Facundo Campazzo. He's awful. He's awful. He's got 94 speed, 94 acceleration. Problem is, he doesn't even come up quick. His release is okay. Someone literally let me get the assist in the first game, so I never had to use him again. Can't dunk. The guy's 5'10" with a 6'1" wingspan. I love the guy. I think he's I love the guy when he played for Real Madrid, but he's genuinely not good. And we got Okongwu. Okongwu's terrible as well. Okongwu will at least play a little bit of defense. He plays no offense. He doesn't really move either. He's like Ruby Ben Wallace or something. He couldn't even hit a mid-range shot for me. He well deserves a spot in 20. He's terrible, but he's nowhere near. He's a garbage man, but Campazzo is one of the worst Rubies in the game. Campazzo is absolutely terrible. He's bad. Sorry, he's bad, but Campazzo is terrible. And then this guy here is bad as well. He's fine for offline. Defensively, he's actually got great steal, great block, and he's got half interceptor, and he's got brick wall, and he's got a worm and rebound chaser. But he can't really shoot. He's so slow. I can't put him above 19. He's just so slow. You might be saying, oh, he's a dime, but I mean, he's slow, can't shoot, and his post game, he gets weird post animations. I couldn't even dominate in the post with him. He rebounds all right. I think maybe you could put him up a few spots. He's not a bum, but he's not good. So I think 19 is the right spot for him. At 18, we got amethyst Terence Davis. His release is fine. He can't really move though. I'm not the biggest fan of the release. His defense is lacking. There's another card right after him though, at number 18, I think he's just slightly better. So amethyst Terence Davis and Malik Monk are so similar as cards. They've got almost all the same shooting badges, they got almost all the same defense badges, same stats, both have base dribble style. The difference is that even though Malik Monk seems like he's that little bit worse, I don't know, I shot the ball better with Malik Monk. They're so similar. These are the same freaking card. Malik Monk's a little bit smaller, but I don't know why I prefer Malik Monk to Terence Davis. But I think they are kind of on the lower end of the list. And they're going to go in at 19 or at 18 and 17 on the list. At number 16, we got Luke Kennard. So you might think, okay, Luke Kennard, he's a Ruby, and then the other guys are similar. But no, Luke Kennard's got shifty, a good behind the back, and base 14 on quick. If Luke Kennard came quick for his step, he'd be about 5 or 6 spots high on the list, and he shoots better. So he shoots better than all of them. He moves better than all of them. He's an equal defender. Luke Kennard, and he's also 6'5", so he's taller, although he does have a shorter wingspan. Luke Kennard is without question better than Malik Monk. I think they all do similar things. I think Malik Monk, Terence Davis, and Luke Kennard all do basically the same thing. I just think Luke Kennard's the best of them all. So he's in here at 16. At number 15, we got Caris Levert. So Levert, again, fine is the only way I can describe him. He consistently, without limitless spot up, was hitting 4 points, but he can't get limitless spot up. Defensively, the guy is very mediocre. Offensively, he doesn't do much except hit wide open shots. That's all he does. He hits wide open shots. He can't really move. His player build is okay. The guy will just hit wide open. He doesn't really do anything in game. So 15 is the right spot for him. At 14, we got Ruby Troy Brown. This guy is so nice on defense. His release is nice. Base 113, Dennis Smith Jr. release is really nice. Fundamental dribble style is pretty good. Comes with quick first step, glue hands, downhill bullet. And he also comes with goal interceptor, goal clamps, goal ball stripper, goal pickpocket. The guy's got a 97 steal, 93 lateral, a really good player build. Honestly, he doesn't play offense like the guys previously. He's obviously not going to play offense like, say, a Luke Kennard. But for me, he just does more than Caris Levert. At least, the thing with Caris Levert is Caris Levert's average at everything. He's got the same player build as Caris Levert, except he's spectacular. He's a very good defender, and he's an equal, honestly, on offense to Caris Levert. So Troy Brown Jr. deserves a spot on this list. Then we got Evan Fournier. So Fournier, for me, he's just a better shooting Levert. Like, his stats are all around just mediocre. He's a mediocre defender. He's a mediocre dunker. He's 6'7", so he's got an okay player build. I like his release. I think I green a lot with him. He shoots from deep, though. He can actually shoot. Like, Fournier is okay. Fournier is really okay, but that's the only way I can describe the card. Like, he is just genuinely okay. And that's the thing of most of these guys. They just do a job. They're fine. If you need to use Fournier, go and use him. After having Fournier, we got Freddie Van Vliet. We have got our first pink diamond here. So 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 92 3 ball. He doesn't come with chef, but he comes with limitless spot up. Defensively, he's got half clamps, gold interceptor. But like, he doesn't come with menace. He can't get ball stripper. He is a 6'1" player who cannot get brick wall or cannot get ball stripper. So that's huge. The guy will get mashed to death. Like, again, easy for challenges because he's got to go release. He's got quick dribble stop and shoot a little bit from deep. He's really easy to do his challenge. But no, he's not really it, is he? He's really not it, and he's not even the top 10. And then we got Garland. Now, Garland versus Fred VanVleet. Like, Freddie's a better defender, but I mean, by that much? I don't think so. Like, if you look at Fred VanVleet, like, they've got very similar player builds. You just get half clamps. Yeah, you get a few better defensive stats, but like, you still get 96 lateral, 92 steal, and you get ball stripper on him. And he can also get brick wall. But the difference is you get half chef, circus threes, limitless spot of catch and shoot, Dame release, which is better than Giannis, quick dribble style, 96 3 ball. He can dunk, whereas Fred can't. And honestly, he's better. I think I might have underrated him. I really think putting Darius Garland at number 11 is probably a bit of an underrating, but he's tiny. He's just so tiny. Like, if you're like good with your Iversons, you're good with your Currys, you're good with your Dames, Darius Garland should be higher. I'm just not. So he's in here at number 11 on the list. Number 10, starting off, as far as I'm aware, starting off the top 10, Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba has got mediocre speed, good 3 ball. He's a copy and paste of his Ruby card, except he gets some more badges. He's going to shoot the ball a lot better than his Ruby. He's got like Intimidator, Pogo Stick. He doesn't get rim protector or anything, but he's at a 7'10" wingspan with a 92 block, and he blocks a ton of shots. Like, nah, I'm not. No way. Move him down 1. He's number 11. Darius Garland's getting into our top 10. There is no. Darius Garland's getting into our top 10. It's just, he gets exposed. That is the problem with Garland, is that Garland gets exposed. Offensively, he's so good. And that's why it's so tough to rank him, because offensively, he's literally number 1. He just gets exposed on defense. I think I've definitely underrated Garland. When I made this list, I've definitely underrated Garland. If you want to put Garland higher, be my guest. And then, this is a bit of a weird one. At number 9, Trey Lyles. Now, this guy is the guy I was most like pleasantly surprised with. Like, from looking at Vanderbilt, I was like, oh yeah, Vanderbilt's going to be God. dosunmu is going to be God. This guy, his movement is so good. Like, don't get me wrong, he doesn't have good ball handle, but there's just something about the way he moves. And he shoots the ball well, he handles it well. He's just got all around good stats. He doesn't have clamps, but you don't need it for a center. He's got interceptor, 6'9", 7'2" wingspan. Really is that Ruby point center. I'm telling you, the guy is a really good player. And I think belongs hitting here at number 9. Again, if you want to argue Garland over him, I'm cool with it, but I really like Trey Lyles. At number 8, we got Miles Bridges. So Bridges' defensive stats, like perimeter defense, interior low, but he's got good lateral, a decent steal, and look at the defensive badges though. Outside of ball stripper, for a small forward, he doesn't really need anything else. Maybe ankle braces, but he's got all the rebounding stats, got good rebounding. I really like his release. I think the release is really good. His movement feels good, but even though it is base dribble style, I like base dribble style. I just want to put it out there. He's got corner specialist on half, sniper on half, catch and shoot on half. So sniper on gold, catch and shoot on gold. Decent strength. Honestly, at the small forward position, I think he's a really solid card. I think number 8 is fair for him. I really do think number 8 is completely fair for Miles Bridges. Like, again, some people are going to be higher on Miles Bridges than I am, but I do think that that's completely fine. Number 7, one of the more underrated cards today is domantas Sabonis. Like, he's got big dribble style, which is kind of killer. If he had a better dribble style, he'd be even higher. He's got a decent post game. I have not noticed 29 perimeter defense. Look, I've not noticed it. I've used the guy in clutch time. I haven't used the guy in unlimited. I've used the guy in clutch time. I've used the guy in TTO, and he's been brilliant. He has been really, really good. The big thing with Domantas Sabonis is that I think if someone you match up against knows he's got 29 perimeter defense, they can abuse that by kind of just abusing him on the perimeter. The perimeter defense that matters. It doesn't matter as much as people think, but it does matter. Lateral 77 is not bad. So, like, it's a weird one because in most scenarios he's going to be really good. Then you could also argue in most scenarios no one's going to expose Darius Garland. So I think I've used wrong logic here. So screw it. He's going down one spot. Darius Garland, wherever the hell you are, you're going up ahead. Because I was like, the logic of, I've just given up who's next on the list. So my logic of why Domantas Sabonis is high, because I'm like, look, most people aren't going to abuse perimeter defense. Also, most people aren't going to abuse Garland. He's so good on offense. Yeah, Garland is going in here just a bit outside the top 5. But he's got overall decent defense. He's got rebound chase. He's got interceptor. He's got a release that I like it this year in base 10. Kid upper is a bit off, though. He blocks shots really, really well from what I've seen. From when I've used him, he rebounds well. And I don't know, I just always like Sabonis cards in 2K. I just always like Sabonis cards in 2K. Now when you've got AI dosunmu, I'm putting it out there. He is better than Garland. He's better than Garland at the point guard position. 88 speed, 88 acceleration, quick dribble style, a really nice release. I really like base 37. Scottie Pippen behind the back. Good driving dunk, great lateral, good steal. Or a good lateral, good steal. Has all the key defensive badges on gold except for menace, pretty much. Shooting wise, he doesn't have a limitless spot up. I mean, if he had a limitless spot up, he'd be like legit. But he still shoots a little bit from deep. No handles for days, but he's gonna be a really good cone point guard. You spam those behind the backs, you're gonna dunk on people. He's gonna play basically like a modern day Tyrese Maxey. He's like, or the best way to describe him, he's a way better version of DeJounte Murray's amethyst. That's what he is, and that's in here at number 6. And number 5, Jared Vanderbilt. This guy has one flaw, and it's the fact he's got 75 stamina. Like, even with his jump shot, like, you can hit. Even without any badges, if you get a shooting coach on him and you have a guy with floor general, he can hit. Because his release is really easy to green, which is base 1. It's really, really easy to green. And it's like, when you're wide open, you're going to hit almost all of them. He can get most of the shooting badges again. I wouldn't spend any MT on him, but he's got go quick first step. Dude's a center with 93 speed, 93 acceleration. And again, with Steph Curry, he's 97 perimeter defense. Like, look at these defensive stats, man. They're ridiculous. And he gets off rebound chaser. All the defensive badges except defensive leader, pick dodger. He's going to play lanes in the corner like he's a freaking Giannis. I personally think he belongs here at number 5. I think number 5 is a perfectly fair spot for him. If you're high, like, if he had 90 stamina, I think I would consider putting this guy top 4. I would consider moving him up maybe one spot. But no, a really, really good card, and I'm putting him in here at number 5. I'm a huge fan of Jared Vanderbilt. And number 4, Gary Trent Jr. Now, this is a DBG pick because I've used Manu so much that I'm checking on base 18. Like, he will never miss a wipe, by the way. This release, there is no release in the game that hits more wides than base 18. Fundamental dribble style is is the third best in the game. But, like, look at his stats. 91 speed, 91 acceleration. Good 3-ball. Good dunk. 97 steal, 93 lateral. 90 perimeter. Half ball stripper, interceptor, and pickpocket. He's got goal clamps, hustler, intimidator, menace. So like on the perimeter, outside defensive leader, the guy's got everything. He's not going to handle the ball, but he's going to be that really, really good defensive 2 guard. And once you can get used to that release with how good he is on defense, for me, he just plays like a better Eddie Jones. And I really, really like Eddie Jones. So I think number 4 is a good spot for him. But again, from like 20 spots or from like 10 spots down, it's pretty interchangeable. At number 3, and this is like kind of the last of all similar cards. Top 2 are so far ahead. Number 3 is Chris Middleton. So Middleton's release is the only reason he's number 3. He's one of the best catch and shoot players in the game. At base dribble style, he actually he moves all right. I like base dribble style. I really like base dribble style because when you're playing full court, moving in transition, they have base dribble style is some like weird like weave in and out animation. It's not quite as good as quick or shifty, but it's still pretty nice. So like I much prefer it to like power and slasher. But the problem is no interceptor, no ball stripper. So that is genuinely an issue. But if we're looking, he's got like range. He's got every shooting badge except Lucky 7. Good lateral, good steal, decent driving done, great 3-ball, decent speed. So like overall stats wise, he's good. It's just the interceptor badge kind of is killer. Like that is, again, the reason why he's not even in the conversation with top 2. But he's such a good shooter. Like in terms of purely just wide open catch and shoot, he's one of the best players in the game. Honestly, with how good that release is, how quick it is to get off, and how just easy it is to green. Add in off sniper, he's not really gonna miss whites. So I think Middleton definitely, he's going to be a brilliant cone. I think he, without question, deserves a spot here at number 3. At number 2, Booker. Devin Booker. And now there's a big gap. The gap between Booker and Middleton is probably bigger than the gap between Middleton and Troy Brown. Like 94 speed, like look at this, like 94, 94, 97. Half clamps, half pickpocket, gold interceptor, every playmaking badge other than post playmaker, every shooting badge on at least gold, with like 11, is it 11 Hall of Fame shooting badges? I think it is. Like 15 halves, like he comes with 59 total badges. One of the best fast releases in the game. Slasher dribble style, hardened behind the back. Like he plays really, really good defense. He's not even that bad in the interior. Like if you want to give him some badges, like just give the guy, give him brick wall, defensive leader. I don't know. If you want to give him a post badge, they don't really need them. Like he's complete. Like he doesn't need any badges. Like the guy is complete. And is he the best 2-guard in the game? No. Is it annoying that he had a longer wingspan on this card than he has on this card? They did a Jason Tatum on it and just made his wingspan the same as the height for some reason. Yeah, that is annoying. But at the end of the day, this Booker's brilliant. This Booker's honestly brilliant. One of the better 2 guys in the game. Probably a top 10 2-guard. Is he Kobe? No. Is he Clay? No. But I think he's a similar level to Diamond Clay. Is he Joe Johnson level? Yeah, that's in and around. Diamond Clay, Joe Johnson. He's in and around that level. He's not Kobe. He's not Terry. He's not Opal Clay. He's not, I'm trying to think who else, Reggie Lewis. He's not those guys. But I mean, he's that next level down. And I mean, that's very good for a free card. And number 1 is Jaren Jackson Jr. Like Jaren Jackson Jr., I mixed him up with E and thought he had half quick first step. And he has none. And I still didn't even notice because I was blown by people with these. He's a gold bullet passer, but he's got half interceptor, chase and ice, intimidator, pogo, post lockdown, rim protector. Got like gold ball stripper. He's got sniper, catch and shoot corner specialist. The guy's got range. He's got an 86 steal, half interceptor, 98 block. Really, really good player build. A decent 3-point shooter. Especially when he's decent on next gen, brilliant on current gen. This guy's comparable to Anthony Davis. He just is. He honestly is comparable to Anthony Davis. He's comparable to Ejian Lian, who came out today as well. And like this guy is free and you can get the guy in like an hour. Whereas the other guy, those 2 guys are over 400k. And this guy, he's comparable. So yeah, anyway, that is the video. So at 21, Campazzo. 20, Okongwu. 19, Nurkic. 18, Terence Davis. 17, Malik Monk. 16, Kennard. 15, Levert. 14, Troy Brown. 13, Fournier. 12, we got Freddie Van Vliet. 11, Mo Bamba. 10, Trey Lyles. 9, Miles Bridges. 8, domantas Sabonis. 7, Darius Garland. 6, dosunmu. 5, Jared Vanderbilt. 4, Gary Trent Jr. 3, Chris Middleton. 2, Devin Booker. And 1, Jaren Jackson Jr. So let me know what you guys think. Whether you guys agree or disagree. Honestly, I think outside like these, I think these bottom 3 are kind of self-explanatory. And there's a lot of things like Monk versus Terence Davis, literally preference. And versus Luke Kennard, preference. And then Caris versus average. I know for a fact most people won't have Trey Lyles that high. I just really like the card. Or Jared Vanderbilt that high. I think most people would have the dosunmu that high. And then Garland, really, if you can cook with this guy and you are cool with what his shortfalls are or shortcomings are in the defensive end, he's a really good card. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.